To be young again. Springtime, young love, going out on dates that you cannot afford. But thankfully, we do not have to be young to be youthful. What is up, my fragrant people? Come on back in the house and hit that like button on your way in, because today we have a topic that came from my guy, shout out Benji. And yep, I am late on this video. How can you tell? Because my man says Merry Christmas in the video request. I apologize, y'all, and I apologize, shout out Benji. I have been late getting into these video requests, y'all, but I promise you I'm going to knock them down as I get to them. So today's topic is fragrances that can just energize you. Fragrances that you wear when you're energetic, or if you're feeling a little sluggish, these fragrances, guys, can really bring out that youthfulness and vitality in you. Thanks to my son, who's a teenager, he helped to compile this list, so I know all 6 of these are absolute bangers for young men and the young at heart. So this first one, guys, is one of my son's favorites. This one smells so good. It is a warm, spicy fragrance that is perfect for spring and for summer. You wear this one, you cannot miss. From the house of Viktor and Rolf, Spice Bomb Night Vision, EDT. Green apple, cardamom, pepper, and woody notes. That's what I get when I spray this on. Now, Viktor and Rolf had listed a lot of notes in this fragrance, guys, but what you need to know that this thing is a absolute banger for spring and for summer. This is going to be white t-shirt approved, guys, and this is also first date approved. Very mass appealing, extremely fresh, very green, warm, and spicy. And you talk about energetic. This thing is actually a goddamn grenade. Come on now, don't get much more energy than a bomb. Now this next one, guys, is another warm, spicy fragrance, but this one brings sweetness home with it and a little bit more woods. From the house of YSL, Y Eau de Parfum. Now here's another green apple, guys, but this one carries ginger up top. So this is going to give you a nice energetic zing when you first spray it on. As it dries down, it's going to get sweet with the tonka bean, and it's going to clean up really well with vetiver. This fragrance lasts all day. It has the perfect amount of sweetness, and it is an absolute compliment monster. And as an alternative to this one, guys, if you have it, I would go with Valentino's Born Aroma Coral Fantasy. That gives a similar DNA, gives similar strength and longevity, a massive compliment getter, extremely energetic, youthful, and it is teetering, just teetering on sexy. Just teetering, and it ain't sexy, but it's right there. Now you wanna get energetic, but a little complexity thrown in there, perfect for spring. Check out from Montblanc, Explorer. This one, guys, opens up with a bergamot and clary sage. It is aromatic, it is slightly green. Don't know why, but you're gonna get a slight pineapple in the opening, and that's gonna stay there into the mid. As it dries down, it gets more woody and aromatic and slightly green. This is a good fragrance, guys. You also get leather at the bottom. Let me not forget that. A very good quality leather for this price. It has enough sweetness and enough bergamot up top where you are still going to get a zing, and you're going to get the freshness of vetiver. This one is going to bring the energy out of you, man. Check out Montblanc Explorer, a very cost-effective fragrance that gets compliments like crazy. Energetic, youthful. Now to me, when you're talking about fragrances that bring the energy, fragrances that are youthful and young at heart, you have to have an aquatic in your collection somewhere. These guys do it really well. This is one of my son's favorites from the house of Rasasi, Hawas. Or Hawas for him. I'm not sure if there's a Hawas for women, but Hawas for him, good enough. This, guys, is a fresh aquatic fragrance, and I know you guys have all heard about it. If you're on TikTok at all, you've seen people just pushing the heck out of this one. And it's normally my younger guys, and that is fine. I believe that my older guys can wear this. Now, do I wear Rasasi Hawas? I do not. And it's not because it doesn't smell good, because it smells really good, and there's a reason why it's so popular on TikTok and on social media, because it just smells good and is extremely cost effective. To me, it is very linear, but you're going to get another apple fragrance. This is apple, bergamot, and lemon combining together with an aquatic note. You're going to get something that's linear and fruity and sweet. It is very young. All right, this is something that I probably would have worn in 11th grade, and actually my fragrance in 11th grade was Eternity for Calvin Klein. So for 11th and 12th grade, I think it was, I wore Calvin Klein Eternity, which was a similar DNA to something like this. Very youthful, very young, very energetic, very lively. So you want something that's just going to get the job done every single time. And probably if you're young, if you're in your 20s or lower, hey man, I guarantee you, any girl you come in contact with is gonna say you smell extremely good, all right? Now, let's move on to two of my white t-shirt slash white linen approved fragrances, guys. Very cost effective, the last two, but this one in particular, very popular, but a lot of people still aren't wearing it. From the Pretty Boy house of Versace, Pour Homme. So don't let the note breakdown fool you guys. This fragrance is pretty linear, but it is really, really good. What you're gonna get is bergamot and lemon. If your nose is really keen, you'll get some neroli there, which adds a little bit of aromatic to it, a touch of green, which makes this kind of aqua green colored fragrance. So good. White t-shirt, white linen approved. I actually recommend this fragrance, guys, to any man I come across, especially if he's just getting started and it's summertime slash springtime. And the guy knows how to dress well, you know how to present yourself well. You're going to be on dates with women. Women love fragrances with this type of profile. If you're not wearing something that's gonna be unisex, something like this is very masculine without being dark and heavy. Energetic, this is very youthful, and it keeps the vibe uplifted, guys. Only hit this a few times. If you have on something light, hit your skin a couple times, hit your clothes one time when you're going for that hug, and you're gonna be good. You're gonna be getting that second date sooner than you know. Now, I hope you hit the like button at this point and have left a comment, because I'm giving away energetic gold on here, guys. If you guys wear any of these fragrances, these are guaranteed compliment pullers. They're very, very cost effective, and you just can't go wrong. Guaranteed to lift your mood up. Hit that like button. Now this last one, guys, is no less perfect from the ones before this one. This one, man, absolute date killer, and it is a compliment monster. Gets overlooked because there have been so many flankers, but this one right here is the one that I keep, and it's the only one I have. From the house of Carolina Herrera, it's Bad Boy. Now, Bad Boy, guys, starts off with an invigorating, peppery bergamot. When it dries down, it is a cacao and woody fragrance, man. When you go in for those hugs, if I were you, I would spray this maybe 10 minutes before I see my date. 10 minutes, even if you're in the car, hit it a couple times. This fragrance is powerful for an EDT. Hit it 3 times, behind the ear and on your chest. Bare skin, go down the shirt, on the chest, behind the ear once each. Let me tell you something, you are going to be bitten with this. You can step up to the 900 flankers of this, but you do not need them. All you need is a 50 ml bottle of the original EDT, and you are going to kill them. It is extremely invigorating. It is an extremely energetic, youthful fragrance that men of any age can wear. Just like the rest of these, I would say all of them, any man of any age can wear. They're youthful, energetic, but they are for the young at heart. So if you don't want to be energetic, you don't want to smell like you're being invigorated, and you don't want to invigorate your date, don't wear any of these. But something like this, guys, is such a good fragrance. When I discovered this one, I blind bought this one a long time ago, and it has never failed me with interactions with the opposite sex, man, let me tell you. So one of the fragrances that I will always have in my collection. Very good, Carolina Bad Boy. So there it is, guys, 6 fragrances that are guaranteed to get you and keep you young at heart. So do you guys have any of these fragrances? If you do, leave them down in a comment. Or what do you wear when you're feeling energetic, or when you're feeling low and you need something to lift that mood up? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Hit that like button on your way out. Until next time, keep smelling good.